Hey out there in YouTube land is Kuda Slayer, aka Daytime Number the Beast. Um, Today I'd like to try to do a product review about one of my other gaming passions. Um, if you don't know by now, one of my other pursuits besides role playing games is I like to play Warhammer 40k, and I've been playing since about roughly 1989. And one of the things I enjoy most about that particular gaming passion is I like to do what I can to bring out more in the from the models that you use to play the game with. I like to add new themes, bring out new poses, just kind of find new ways to just bring out more out of my models. And one of the suppliers I've come across in the last few years is Blood and Skull Industries. Here, as you can tell, you've got the Facebook page, but most people would know them more from their eBay account. Um, basically, originally they started out selling alternative tracks for various tanks in the game. Um, and then later on they moved on to turrets and then other add-ons, and now they're actually selling entire complete kits, which I need to look into someday. But basically, that they offer all kinds of different ways of as I said, bringing up more of your models. I mean, I like the treads. The treads alone, as you'll see in a minute, will can bring out a lot from a tank, my personal favorite, the Land Raider. Um, the kind of gets a quick overview. You have the Oppressor style, which is more of a claw-like tank tread. Then you have the Liberator, which goes a lot more to what the original first Land Raiders were like, and even hint towards the what a lot of the World War One British tanks were like. Then you have the Legionnaire, which is more of a 30k version of the current style track. With had the Imperial Eagle about every couple different plates. They kind of do the same with the Legionnaire. The Crusher is more for orc vehicles, or as they say, the liberated vehicles. Um, they all just these kind of parts alone really kind of brings out a lot more character in your models. But one of the things I want to talk about is the Sagittarius Conversion Kit. This basically what this does. You haven't guessed by now. This completely replaces the tracks on the Land Raider, and actually it spans them out even further, because you'll see these. I can't really point. The wheels actually are exposed more from the armor chassis than the originally are. In fact, let's just jump ahead and show you my tank. I apologize for the lighting. This is if you can guess by now, it's a Flesh Terror tank that I did just recently. I wanted to make it look more relic-like, maybe even more revered. So I kind of added on some different things to bring out more in the model. As you can see here, yeah, there we go. As you can see here, the Sagittarius kit actually expands out the tracks, and you see the wheels as they're more exposed in the chassis, and then you can see from the let's get a good profile. You can see what the oppressor style track actually looks like when applied. It looks more aggressive. To me it seemed like more appropriate for the Flesh Terror themes and mythos. I just really enjoyed putting together. The only thing I would have to say about alternative tracks like this is you definitely want to be careful when you I'll probably, let's see, actually these are the instructions you kind of get with the kit. You don't, it doesn't kind of really, at first I wasn't real comfortable how little the kind of information they give you here, but basically this is what the Sagittarius kit comes with. You have your rails that goes around the central pegs on the side panels on the tank, and then eventually you take the individual tire the tread links and warp around. They kind of suggest see what's on this page, or is it the other? Yeah, on this one they kind of suggest you start in the front at the very top corner, and then kind of work your way down, and then work your way back around. I kind of would argue not to do that because one of the problems I had, and unfortunately this is going to be something you have with independent companies and such doing aftermarket parts like this, is you will come up with some random characteristics that are kind of hard to overcome. Originally I started the instructions, I started right about here and then worked my way back. Whoops. I started up here and then worked my way back all the way around to the top, and then in the back here until there's the main piece that goes on top. I had some problems once I got back up here because there's some random fitting issues you may have with some of the individual tread pieces. What I kind of would suggest you do is take like a needle file, especially like in the small flat surface ones, and kind of, especially when you start kind of getting closer to back here, to basically file away in some of the grooves where the linkage teeth go into, and then just kind of work your way down, maybe taking like a millimeter or so after right about here, when you start going from the flat bottom piece and start curling up around. You try to take some of the width out of the plates, kind of make them fit up there, because I kind of had to hide it a little bit. You can sort of see how I started having running out space for some of these treads plates. Just taking like a needle file and just kind of file out some of the grooves, and maybe even work on some of the hinge teeth, and you can actually make it fit a lot better, because I think it was this side I started on, and then when I came around here I actually had enough practice so you don't see it quite as much as the other side. But as you can see, this really does bring out a unique look in the Land Raider style tanks. It takes a little bit of practice to work with, but it's, personally I find it's rather worth it. On a side note, this turret here is actually another product from Blood and Skull Industries. These are the Triumph turret I used to mount the multi-melta, and oh yeah, that's right. And back here you can there's another plate that comes with the Sagittarius kit that changes. Wish I had better lighting here. Yeah, you can sort of see it right there. Kind of really changes part of the body, and you have these two air intakes right here with the mushroom covers. Kind of really changes the look of the tank. You sort of don't really need to add that piece, but since you lose the original top piece that would normally cover up here, I would still recommend using it. Personally, I wouldn't have so many vents back here, but that's you know, up to your individual choice. Let's see. The other kind of detail added here. These are actually decorative plates from Cyborg miniatures. I forget what they were called, but those were kind of really added a little something nice to it. You can give it a little bit more of an antique, revered look to the tank. But anyway, this is the end result for the Sagittarius kit from Blood and Skull Industry. I would full-heartedly recommend using the kit, especially if you wanted something more, pre-heresy era looking, or just, build a relic tank or whatever. All the other stuff I bought from them in the past has been very high quality. It's rare that I've had any issues, and the customer service has been pretty good too. When I had a problem, definitely give them a look. They make almost anything you can imagine besides tread patterns. They got different turrets, side turrets, armor panels, guns even. I got some of their fuel tanks, like this one right here. Let's give a better picture. Like this here, got from my Bane blade, which I'll be working on sometime soon. So yeah. Anyway, this is Kuda Slayer signing off. Again, catch you guys later. Bye.